and welcome to Let's Talk About It Tuesday. My name is Coach Kanye, and this is a new segment or a new playlist, I don't know what you want to call it, right here on YouTube, where we are going to be talking about everything. A lot of you have sent me topics that you want me to talk about. I've asked you on my social media, what would you like me to go deep into? And you have given me a list of things to discuss. So I was like, it is so cool how engaged you are, and I want to serve you. And this is going to be one of those platforms where I do exactly that. So my very first topic for Let's Talk About It Tuesday is why you attract the same partner. I know it's really hard, right? Like all the relationships you've been in, it has been the exact same story. Different faces, different body types, different smells, different situations, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, you are dating the same person. How you navigate the relationship is the same. The arguments are the same. The things that are said in those arguments are the same. What the fuck is going on? Here's the thing. We attract what we believe. It's two parts. And I am going to give this to you as raw and as honest as I have experienced it. I have dated the same girl throughout my dating life. And I'm 38 years old now, so I've been dating for a really long time. And I am a serial monogamist, so my relationships last for a really long time. It was 3 years, it was 8 years, and now I'm in a break situation from a 5-year relationship. And it has been a different story, but the storyline has been the same. And what was easy for me to do was just to be like, it's them. I date them. They are the crazy ones. They are the ones who hurt me. I'm just like a victim. But that doesn't empower me. That doesn't heal me. So what I started to ask myself is, what is my story? My story is I don't get chosen. My story is I'm not worthy of love. My story is people leave me. And so I attracted people who would affirm that story. I hope that makes sense to you. I attracted people who would affirm the story that I have about myself. Because we attract what we believe. And it's that simple. If you believe you're not worthy, you're putting out to the universe, I'm not worthy. And what happens? Your brain, your mind is going to work to affirm that belief. So you will attract people who affirm to you that you're not worthy, that you're not worthy of commitment, that you're not lovable, that you're not chosen until, and this is the most important part of this, until you learn to change the story. Learn to graft, to rewrite, to draft a different story. Did I say graft? I say graft. Rewrite, draft a different story. And what does that look like? It looks like you knowing and practicing your own worth. You treating yourself with the value that you like someone else to treat you with. I could sit here for years and years and years and live out the same script and keep ending relationships, getting into the next one with the exact same story and hurting in the exact same way. Until I learned to love myself, to accept myself, to choose myself, to validate myself, to know that those are things that I can find within me. And that's the journey for you too. Are you choosing people who validate, who affirm to you the things that you believe about yourself? So that's part one. That's why it's the same people. And the number two reason, the second reason, and this reason is so big for my clients that when it hits them so fucking hard. People that we date are going to poke at a wound. They're going to poke at a parental wound. They're going to poke at an authoritative figure wound, whether it be that cousin who was older, or it be that aunt who raised us, it's mom, it's dad. What is the wound? Because what comes up to heal. Shh. What comes up for you comes up to heal. If you
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
if you're dating the same person, the issue could be that you have a wound that needs to heal. You have a father wound. And so all your relationships mimic something about your dad. Mom and dad had a toxic relationship because dad used to cheat on mom. So what do? I date men who cheat on me. Here's the other side of that wound. Mom stayed in a relationship with someone who cheated on her, showing me that there was nothing wrong with that. Or even though I knew there was something wrong with it, I stay with people who devalue me, who cheat on me, who disrespect me because I watched mom do it. So I have a mother wound too. Until you sit with yourself, where is the wound? Investigate. What is the wound here? Mom didn't tell me that she loves me. So I have an anxious attachment style where I seek out people who would say, I love you, I love you, I love you, because that's what mom didn't give me. And I latch on to every bit of attention that I get, even when it's from a toxic person, because I don't know what being loved feels like. And I crave it so much that I will take it however it looks. What is the wound? When you can find that wound that needs to heal and you work to healing it, and you really work, like, fuck, don't sit at home and not do shit and say I'm working on myself. Nothing pisses me off, like seriously, like, whoa, nothing pisses me off than people who sit at home on their couches, scroll on social media all day and say I'm working on myself. What are you doing? Are you in therapy? Are you reading books? Did you hire a coach? What are you doing to work on yourself? Because if you don't, I promise you, if you don't work on yourself, and by working on yourself, I also include investing on yourself, investing money, investing time, investing resources, you are going to keep repeating the story. And your victim mentality, if you keep pointing outwards, all my exes are crazy. I have the same story because all my exes are crazy. I did nothing wrong. I was the best partner they could have ever had. I loved them more than I loved myself. You shouldn't have. You shouldn't love anyone more than you love yourself. I overlove. That's my issue. No, you're hurt. That's your issue. And you need to heal. Invest in your healing. You've heard it said before. You've had it said so many times. Your trauma is not your fault. It isn't. But healing is your responsibility. Especially when it comes to having a healthy romantic relationship. A healthy romantic relationship begins with a healthy personal relationship. I want to say it one more time so it really lands for you. A healthy romantic relationship begins with a healthy personal relationship. If I don't have a healthy relationship with myself, if my partner doesn't have a healthy relationship with herself, then we are two hurt people who trauma bond, and at some point we will hurt each other. Period. It will happen. And so here's a long-winded answer. Coach, why do I have the exact same partner? Coach, all my relationships end the same way. Coach, they all are crazy. They all treat me this way. They're so mean to me. You have to heal. What is your story? We have to reframe your story. We have to rewrite your story. We have to create a different narrative. We have to get you to see yourself in a different way. You've been seeing yourself as small, as unworthy, as unlovable, as someone not deserving of respect and compassion and love for so long that the next time you enter a relationship, I want you to have that story changed. If you want to know how, first, subscribe to my channel. Second, in the description is where you can work with me. I have my website, I have my TikTok, I have all the things. Write to me, let's get to work. So 2 reasons you are attracting the same person. You have a story that you need to rewrite. And you can, I promise you can. I've done it. I have done it. I do it on the motherfucking daily. Daily. Because that story sits within me. It's in my ego. And my ego is trying to protect me. So I have to remind myself all the day, I am lovable. I am worthy. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be chosen because I choose myself. Number 2, what is the wound that you need to heal? Who was your example of relationships? What was mimicked to you in how you were treated, first of all, which is the direct wound, or what was mimicked to you in how someone you loved was treated. And that is your secondary trauma. When you can put those 2 together, I promise you this, you are going to be so secure in who you are, and you are going to stop dating the same person. I hope this was helpful. One more time, do subscribe to my channel. If you love what I'm sharing here, this segment is going to be every single Tuesday. Let's talk about it with Coach Kanye every Tuesday. And I will see you next week. Remember, you are worthy, you are lovable, and you are so deserving for no other reason except for the fact that you are the child of the universe. I love you.